morning all. Last class we discussed about Purva Karma of Vamana and then the Vishrama Kala, Kapha Utklesha Karade. Both we discussed in detail. And in this class we'll see about Pradhana Karma of Vamana. So myself, Dr. Satish S. Vasan, Assistant Professor, Department of Panchakarma, SDMT's AMC, Terdal. So Pradhana Karma. So it is a main procedure of Vamana Karma. So it includes these all steps. So Pradhana Karma, it includes preparation of medicine and again Atura Siddhata and administration of Aushadhi, observation of the patient and assessment of Yoga, Ayoga and Atiyoga Lakshana. So here again on the day of Pradhana Karma, you should follow these many steps. So in the main Pradhana Karma itself, we'll study about Vamana Yoga. So it's a 9 syllabus point. So preparation of Aushadhi. So here the whatever Aushadhi required for the Svedana, Abhyanga and Vamana need to be prepared. And the Aushadha should be selected based upon the Roga Bala, Rogi Bala, right, and Agni Bala, and depends upon the Koshta. Okay, and you should also prepare the Panchakarma room, right? Vamana Kaksha need to be prepared. So one should choose the chair with a Janu Samatulya and a proper backrest and handrest. And we need here 2 tubs. One tub is mainly maintained for the vomiting and another tub for the washing hand, face and foot. And we also need Akantapana Dravyas, milk, etc. And we need a Vamanopaka, Estimudu Fanta, and we need a Ishat Snigdayavagu, honey, medicine and towel, napkins. Okay, the required things need to be collected. Sambara Sangraha on the day of Vamana Karma. Vamana Aushadhi. So when you see the Vamana Aushadhi, one should keep it in mind. The following points should be noted down. First one is Dravya. So there are so many Vamana Dravyas are mentioned in Charaka Samhita, right from Sutrasthana 1st chapter, 2nd chapter and Vimanasthana 8th chapter and the Kalpasthana and even in Siddhisthana also. So one can choose one among that. For example, Madanaphala. So you can use Madanaphala in all the diseases because Sarva Rogahara property is there for the Madanaphala. Or you can use according to the conditions. For example, so if you want to plan Vamana Karma in Kushta, so Indrayava, Kotaja is the best because the Kotaja is having the Kushtagna property and same time it is a Vamaka. Or you can use the Patola Kashaya and Nimba. And for Rakta Pitta you can use Ikshurasa, Kotaja and Musta. For Amla Pitta you can use Nimba and Patola Kashaya for Vamana purpose. So according to the condition you can change the Dravya. Second one very important point, Yoga. Which Yoga you want to use for the Vamana? Some examples like Madanaphala Kshirapaka. So the patient of Amashayagata Pitta. So here if you want to perform the Vamana, so go for Kshirapaka, Madanaphala Kshirapaka, or Madanaphala Santanika, or Kutaja and Esti Madhu. So preparation of Kutaja Gulika by giving Bhavana with Esti Madhu. Okay, so this type of drugs are help, Kutaja and Esti Madhu. This drug help in Amashayagata Pitta. So in that condition, if you want to plan the Vamana, this yoga will help. For example, Amla Pitta, while using Nimba. Nimba is having the property of Pittahara and same time it is Vamaka. So here like that same. Uh, Kshirapaka of Madana. Madana is having the Vamaka property and Kshirapaka is Pittahara. So you can choose the yoga according to the combination of doshas. So here the combination of when there is a combination of kapha dosha and pitta dosha, you can use Madanaphala with Kshirapaka or Kutaja and Nimba. Kutaja and Eshtimadu. So this you can use yogas. And next one is Matra. So when it comes for Vamana Aushadhi planning, so should go for the proper matra. So that is matra is mainly depends upon the koshta of the person. And when next is kala, administration of Vamana Aushadhi. So that is in Kafaja kala. That is Vamana Aushadhi should be given in Kafa kala. That is around morning 6 to 8 a.m. It changes according to the places. So it may change from morning 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock before Pittakara, that is before strong sun rays. And next one is form of the medicine. This is also very important. For example, Kashaya, the Madana Phala or the Vamaka Dravya in the form of Kashaya, Vamaka Dravya in the form of Shirapaka, Vamaka Dravya in the form of Vati, Avaleha, Kalka and Swarasa. So here depends upon the form, the dosage also changes, and that depends upon the form, the intensity of the medicine will also change, and the depends upon the form, the the staying of the medicine inside the amashya will also change. For example, so if you plan the avaleha and kashaya, so if you are planning the vamana karma with madanaphala avaleha and in another person with madanaphala kashaya, so if you are planning madanaphala avaleha, so you will make the avaleha by adding honey in that and Saindava, so it become a thick leha. So when you administer the thick leha, so because of its more density, it will stick inside the amasya. It will settle down inside the stomach. So the action of the medicine will be for the more period. So the Vamana, during Vamana, the medicine will come. Aushadhi Vega will come at the last. So say about 8th Vega and 9th Vega. So up to that the medicine will be inside the Amashaya. So if you are giving the Kshira Paka or the Kashaya form of Madana Phala, so that will be there in Amashaya for the shorter period. When the patient vomits, so all the Kashaya will come out. And the Kashaya will help for the quick action because the area of action will be more. Okay, so by this, the administration will change. For example, if the patient is having the Pravarabala, so in him, we need the action of Vamana, the Vamaka action for a longer period. So the choosing of Avaleha, Leha form of Vamaka medicine will help here. So if the patient is Avarabala, like if you are planning Vamana in Sri or Bala and Rudra, there the Kashaya form of medicine will help because it acts very quickly because of area will be more, and the Aushadha Vega will come out. Aushadha will come out very easily. So because of these 2 points, the choosing of form will be very important. If you are giving Avaleha in our patient, the medicine will stays longer period inside the amashaya. So if the patient not vomited completely, so because of tiredness, he left the Vamana Kaksha in early, so that the remained medicine will be there in amashaya. So after a period of 1 hour or 2 hour, the Vamaka medicine will digest, and then there will be a Adho Pravrutti, there will be a Virechana. So the Adho Pravrutti is an complication for the Vamana. So that's why. So before leaving the Vamana Kaksha, you should ensure that the given medicine should come out successfully. So to ensure that, the bala of the patient is very important. The patient having the pravara bala, so he will vomit completely. There will be no any shesha aushadhi inside, so he can leave the Vamana Kaksha. The patient is avara bala, he can't do it. So with arguing with the doctor, or with quarreling with the doctor, he may come out of the Vamana Kaksha with having Shesha Aushadhi inside him, so it may cause the complications. That's why it depends upon the bala of the patient, one should choose the form of the medicine. Next comes the Matra Nirnaya that I said previously. It is completely depends upon the Roga Bala, Vyadhi Bala and Agni Bala. So in Madanafala, they clearly mentioned the Matra of Madanafala is Antarnaka Mushti. So for males it comes around 14.5 gram, for females it is 13.5 gram. So Antarnaka Mushti is Antarikrita Naka Mushtihi. Okay. So in this it comes around 14 to 15 gram. So as I said previously, the matra of Vamana is based on Koshta. So here the Koshta can be divided in three ways: Mrudu Koshta, Madhyama Koshta and Krura Koshta. So here the Vamana Koshta is different from the Virechana Koshta. So here the Vamana Koshta is completely depends upon the Utklishta Avastha of Kapha. If there is a more Utkleshana of Kapha, so that is considered as Mrudu Koshta. If it is a Madhyama Utklesha of Kapha, that is considered as Madhyama Koshta. If it is too less amount of Utkleshana of Kapha, it is considered as Krura Koshta. So if it is a Mrudu Koshta, there will be a more Utkleshana of Kapha. So the lesser dose is enough to bring the Vamana. So is like you can compare with an well with a completely fill of water. So there you can easily remove the water. So or an well with a half filled of water. So you need an motor with a 2 to 4 HP of motor is needed. So if the well with a very minimal amount of water at the bottom of the well, okay, so there you need a still more higher HP motor is required. In the same way, to bring the doshas from amashaya to oral cavity, so the power of the medicine is mainly depends upon the amount of the utkleshana of kapha. So if there is a more amount of utkleshana, the lesser dose is required. If it is madhyama avastha of utkleshana, so that is considered as a madhyama koshta, we need a medium quantity of Vamana Dravya is enough. If it is a Krura Koshta, the high or the increased dose of Vamana Aushadhi is required. So the deciding matra based upon the form of the medicine. So if it is a Kvata, we need a 9 prastha in a Krura Koshta, 6 prastha in a Madhyama Koshta and 3 prastha in Mrudu Koshta. If it is Kalka, 3 pala, 2 pala and 1 pala. If it is Churna, 3 pala in Krura Koshta, 2 pala in Madhyama Koshta, 1 pala in Mrudu Koshta. If it is Leha, same 3 pala, 2 pala and 1 pala in Mrudu Koshta. So the condition of an individual. If the individual is young one, having a good strength, so if it is affected by a poison or having some skin disorders and having the diseases like Shwasa, so for him the Uttama Matra of Vamana, Vamaka Dravya is mentioned. So the patient having the disease in a moderate stage with a patient having the moderate strength, Madhyama Bala, he need a Madhyama dose. So if the disease is having the involvement of Laghu or the lesser involvement of doshas or lesser involvement of malas, So and the patient having the less strength, so for him the avara matra of Vamaka medicine is required. So here the one more very important note, according to the Acharya Bela, he mentioned that the person, if you want to conduct the Vamana for the first time, if you don't know the uh, quantity of the, if you don't know the cost of the person properly, if you can't assess the cost of the person, you better to go with the Kanesi Matra or the lesser dose. Our Matra is better. Rather creating the complication, better to give the less dose of medicines. So okay, so here I have to give more importance for this point. Okay, it is very essential in this century. So okay, rather creating some complications and bringing a bad name for yourself on the science. If you don't know how to assess the poster, but to give select the minimal dose, that is our dose of Vamana medicine, so that there will be no any complications and the result will be in our. So once again you can conduct the Vamana one more time, but be always safer side uh, while choosing the Vamana dose, should be with respect to bala of the patient and cost of the patient. So here next point is Atura Siddhata. So before doing the Vamana Karma, on the day of Vamana, before making patient to sit on the Vamana Pita, there also we need required the Atura Siddhata. This Atura Siddhata is also required during the Purva Karma, like as I said, Pachana, Deepana, Snehana, Svedana. This also the Atura Siddhata. But on the day of woman also, we should keep it in mind some Atura Siddhata is required. Like Snehana, Sarvanga Benga, okay, and followed by the Svedana in terms of Bashva Sveda or the Nadi Sveda or Parisheka Sveda or the simple Ushtadara Sthana is required. Okay, and after that, a need of little bit about a manasopachara. You should explain how much quantity you should drink. Okay, and you should, because the woman medicine will be also bibhatsa. Okay, durgandha will be there. Okay, so and definitely there will be a lot of discomfort for the patient. To withhold all the discomfort, you should make patient strong. From this procedure you should go for the manasopachara. So after proper manasopachara and Atura Siddhata, you can go with next Atura Pariksha. So again, the Atura Pariksha is already did in Purva Karma, but again here the before making patient to sit on the Vamana Pita, once again you go for the Atura Pariksha, like to assess how much Utkleshana has happened. Before, the quantity of Utkleshana helps in calculating the Vamana Matra. And again you should ask the patient the previously taken food is digested normally or what, because the patient will be 4 days or to 5 days when he is on the Snehapana, he will be kept almost fasting. He will be taking only the Draurupi Ahara. Okay, he will be taking only light food, and on the 4th day and 5th day he will be completely on the fasting, right? In such case, if you make allow to eat on the next day on Kapha Utkleshana day, on the Snehana Svedana day, so the patient will be in such a mood that he want to eat all the things and he will eat in a more quantity. And already the Madhura Ahara, naturally it is in heavy, it is a Guru Ahara, and the patient will take in more quantity. So chances are more here. Okay, so in such case, the previously taken Ahara, it won't digest properly. Many times there will be ajirna, and many people they will pass the loose stools on the day of Vishramakala only because of amajirna. Okay, so one should clearly explain the patient that so you should take the food only the minimum quantity, right? Take the food according to the agni of the person. Okay, then after that So you should ask whether patient slept normally, or that proper quantity of sleep he completed or not. Because we'll usually tell the patient that you should come early morning at 4:30. You should be in a hospital. So that, and we'll already explain the what is Vamana Karma, how to drink so many of Vamanopaga and how to omit it, and also patient will be little under stressed. So if I say you should come at 4 o'clock, so the patient should get up at 3:30, so early, so that patient will be disturbed. So he may not get the sleep properly. Okay, so it all counts. If he not slept properly, there will be a vata prakopa, and there will be a indriya glani. So patient can't vomit properly. Okay, so these all examinations are very much required, and should also check the peaceful of the mind. Okay, so manasaha pita. If any procedure of Ayurveda or any procedure, you should keep your mind concentrated on the procedure. So manasaha, you have to keep your mind on the procedure, then only you can expect the 100% result. Okay, and then one should the Vaidya should check the vitals carefully, like pulse rate, BP, respiratory rate. Okay, that all need to be noted before making patient to sit on the Vamana Pitha. So this all comes under the Authara Pariksha. So next we'll discuss about the procedure in detail. Okay, what we'll do on the day of Vamana. So on the day of Vamana, when the patient approaches at morning at 4 o'clock, we'll make patient some small parikshas like Roga Rogi Pariksha by applying the tool, Samiksha Bhava tool, right, Dosha Desha, all that. One which is explained in Siddhisthana 3rd chapter 6th shloka, we need to assess, and after that we'll make patient to go for Abhyanga and Sweda, right? Abhyanga with prescribed oil, according to the condition you can choose, and Sweda is also according to the condition you can choose the Sweda. And after that we have to arrange the Vamana Pita and the Vamana Kaksha. So after that we have to prepare the Nirannam Anatisnigdha Yavago. Nirannam Anatisnigdha Yavago. How to prepare? So here to prepare the Yavago, we need a rice powder. So how to make a rice powder? You have to take the rice and fry over the pan. So the rice should turn to pinkish color. Okay. So after frying rice, so the rice will lose its guruguna. So this rice is become completely light, lagu for digestion. So this rice should again make a powder by using the mixie. So, and we need a guda, and we need gogruta for the preparation of anatisnigdha yavago. So first you have to take an vessel and pour water of 1 glass, and ensure that proper boiling of water. Then you can add 2 to 3 spoons of rice powder. Then after proper boiling of rice, if you ensure the rice is boiled properly, then you add guda in that and mix properly. Then finally you add 1 teaspoon of gogruta and off it. Okay, so this is how to prepare the anatisnigdha yavagu. So anatisnigdha, you should not add more quantity of sneha. Only little quantity snigdha is enough. Okay, nirannam. You mentioned nirannam. Nirannam means there are many opinions are there. Here, just to one opinion I want to highlight here. Nirannam means there should not be a rice grain. Okay, because if you given any rice particle inside, so while the patient is vomiting, so it may cause some of the discomfort for the patient. That's why you remove the rice particle and give only the liquid particle, or else it's very tough practically. That's why you just make it grind it. You just grind it, you make a fine powder, and so that you can use for the preparation of anatisnigdha yavagu. So after that, so next one is you should go for akantapana or no Akantapana. This is point to, this is time to judge it. So here the Ashtanga Hridayakara clearly mentioned that if the patient is Balavan, the patient already underwent Snehapana, Pachana, Deepana, Svedana properly, the patient Atura Siddhata is done properly, if the Balavan, okay, no need of Akantapana. Directly you can give the medicine and you can, and after that you can go with Vamanopaga, so that there will be a very good woman, right? You can expect a very good Vegas. But if the patient is having the Avarabala or Avarasattva or the Madhyama Bala and Madhyama Sattva, so in those cases, you just give the Akantapana. Okay. So in a 21st century, you can consider all around the Madhyama Bala or the Avara Bala, better to go with Akantapana. So there are near about 12 to 13 Akantapanas are mentioned in Ashtanga Sangraha. So that you start with milk, then Ikshurasa, Madhya, Peya, Yavago, okay, Manda. So many Akantapanas are mentioned. So according to the patient Ishta, some people they won't drink milk. So in that you can choose the Ikshurasa. So depends upon the patient liking, you can choose any one of the Akantapana Dravya. So you can make patient to drink it. So Akantapana helps in reducing the discomfort during the vomiting. It reduces the stress during the Vamana karma. Okay, it completely depends upon the bala of the patient. So after that, you prepared medicine is also kept ready and Yavago. Then you should ask patient to go for Akantapana. Then the very next point is very important. One should go for the Swastivachana. The before administration of the medicine, after giving the Akantapana, see one should go for the Swastivachana mantra. This is very much essential. It having the many effects, like by saying the mantra, you can gain the patient faith on the doctor. So because you are praying for the patient to get well soon. Okay, the mantra says Om Brahma Dakshakshi Rudrendra. So that shloka goes 4 line. So one should chant this shloka. So after chanting, you should ask patient to repeat back, or else ask patient to just pray for his home god or the Ishtadeva to get well soon. After that, one can give the Vamana medicine. So that shloka goes in this way. ब्रह्मदक्षाक्षिरुद्रेन्द्र भूचन्द्रार्कानिलानलः ऋषयः सौषधीक्राम भूतसङ्गाश्च पान्तु ते रसायनमिवर्षाणां देवनामामृतं यथा सुधेवोत्तमनागानां भैसज्यम् इदमस्तु ते. So one should say very beautifully by using the proper Bijakshara here, so that it gives an soothing effect for the patient. Okay, and patient will be happy to take the next giving Vamaka Dravya. It will be a Bibhatsa in Lakshana. Okay, it's having the very bad odor, bad taste. Okay, it is having the very bad form. Then only you can expect the proper vomiting sensation, right? So after that, you should go for the administration of Vamana Aushadhi. So here the Vamana Aushadhi choosing is completely depends upon the patient avastha. So the Vamana Aushadhi should change from person to person. We always say Purusham Viksham. So at least if you can't change according to the person, at least you change according to the Vyadhi. Right? If it is Amla Pitta, go with Vamana with Nimba. or go with patola. Okay, like that. If it is tok vikara, best one is go with kutaja. Okay, so this is what ht madhu bhavita kutaja gulika. This is an this medicine were prepared 3 years back. This is a reference from Harita Samhita. So here one should take the ht madhu churna, then give the bhavana with kutaja churna, give bhavana with ht madhu kashaya for 7 days. Then you have to prepare the gulika. So this gulika is using as an vamaka aushadi. Okay, so usually Vamana aushadi will be given in the form of leha or the kashaya. So that will be not palatable for the patient. That's why this trial was done. So this is a very good. It is easy for the palatability for the patient. Okay, next, after administration of Vamana Aushadi, one should wait for Muhurta, one Muhurta, Muhurtam Anukankshayet. So what to do in this one Muhurta, 48 minutes. So in one Muhurta, one should assess these Lakshanas. So you can see in the first Lakshana, there will be a Sweda Praturbhava, right? And in second picture, you can see the Roma Harsha, standing of hairs. And third picture, you can see the Kukshya Admanata. And fourth, you can see the Rullasa or Urdhvagamana or the Vega Pravrutti. These 4 points. These 4 points we'll discuss in detail in next coming slides. But in one Muhurta, one should assess these all points. These all points indicates the doshas are moving from shakas to koshta. Right, after that, once you start the when you assess all the 4 points, and once you start giving Vamanopagas. So here Vamanopagas, there are total 10 Vamanopagas are mentioned in Charaka Sutrasthana 4th chapter. Among that you can choose any one, but usually practically all will use ht madhu fanta. It is very palatable for the patient, so that you can use and go on conducting the Vamana. And if the Vaidya feels there's a lack of force in a Vamana Vega, or the Vega is not able to bring the doshas from Amashiyas to Koshta, the power of Vega is reduced. If you feel like that, if there is a not proper Vega, so one can again administer the Pippali, Amalaka, Vacha and Sarshapa. By mixing together, you can give once again for the patient. So these 4 drugs will again increase the power of Vamana, the way so that the patient can bring the Vegas with a forceful. Okay, so continue the Vamanopaga Dravyas and the medicines like Pippali, Amalaka, Vacha, Sharshapa till Pitta Darshana. Until Pitta Darshana, one should go on inducing the Vamana by giving Vamanopaga Dravyas or the Pippali, Amalaki, Vacha and Sharshapa. When you see the Pitta Darshana, when you see the Pittanta, so then one should stop the Vamana. Okay, see, then after stopping Vamana, one should assess the level of Shuddhi and plan of Samsajana Krama. So the when to stop the Vamana is it depends upon the one thing is Pitta Darshana, and second one is Kafacheda. Okay, Kafacheda. These are the 2 indicators to stop the Vamana procedure. So when the patient starts vomiting in earlier stage, you can see the thickness of Vega. So there will be too much of thick. You can see the thicky kapha. So when the patient start go on vomiting after 5 Vega, 6 Vegas, or at the 8th Vega, you can see the thickness is completely reduced. The patient will vomit what he drinks. If he drinks Saindhavachala, there will be only Saindhavachala. There will be no sticky nature in that. There will be no the saliva with thready. Thready saliva is completely reduced. And starting there will be very thready saliva. Okay, so that indicates that kapha chedana, kapha is reduced. Or in some case you can see the directly yellowish vamana at the end. So that is pitta darshana. Pittantam ishtamomanam. When you saw the Pitta Darshana, then it's time to stop the Vamana karma. Then you can plan for the proper Paschat karma. Okay, you can see. So there should be such a forceful Vamana. So this you can consider as an Vega. Otherwise, if it is very less Vega, so that is considered as an Upavega. If less force is considered as Upavega. Vega Samipe iti Upavega. Okay, when you see the Pitta Darshana, see to continue the Vamana up to the Pitta Darshana. This is a Pitta Darshana. So after Pitta Darshana, Pitta Darshana, it's time to end the Vamana karma. So here the Paschat karmas like Prakshalana of Hasta, hand wash, make patient to do the hand wash with hot water, and foot wash with the hot water, and face wash with the cold water or the Shita Prakshalana over the face. So after that, ask patient to go for Kavala and Gandusha. So after that, give the Dhumapana. So here the choosing Dhumapana is also depends upon the type of Shuddhi. So if it is a Samyak Vamana, if you get the Samyak Vamana Lakshana, so here the Dhumapana with Prayogika Dhumapana is advised. So if the patient end with the Atiyoga of Vamana, go with the Snehika Dhumapana. If the patient end with the Ayoga of Vamana, so if there is a no proper expelling of Kapha, so that is considered as Ayoga of Vamana. Here the Virechanika Dhumapana is mentioned. So here the choosing of Dhumapana is also depends upon the Shuddhi Lakshanas. So by here the Vamana process will end. So one should plan for Samsarjana Krama based upon the type of Shuddhi. So that will discuss in upcoming classes.